What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel after a brief hiatus. We'll get into that very shortly. We'll get into it now. Before we start today's video, a couple things I want to tell you guys. I had to take a hiatus for a couple weeks. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, I was without a car and finally got one back. I am now the proud owner of my first Chevy 2006 Chevy Impala. Got a very nice deal on it. Always wanted to get a Chevy, so now the fact that I finally have one, it's like a dream come true for me. Last Sunday I could have done a video, I just wasn't feeling it, so I decided to take the week off and decided I'd come back to you guys today. And instead of doing another video, I decided that we are going to revisit an old location that I did a few weeks ago and was unable to finish due to the weather. So we are back here in Newark Valley, and the reason that I picked this location is because there's so much more that I could cover, and I kind of felt bad because, you know, there's so much more that I didn't get to, and I was only able to do one side of the village before it started pouring, and then I said the heck with it and decided I was just gonna go home and go about the rest of my day. So obviously we're not gonna do like an introduction or anything. We're actually just gonna jump right into the video, and I'm gonna show you guys the rest of the village. Hopefully I can make this one exciting for you guys. We're gonna walk up and down Main Street, and I'm gonna show you guys, what the little village of Newark Valley has to offer. So we are currently the NBT Bank. Didn't know there was one of those out. I accidentally drove out here one day, and then I realized that, well, they got to do their banking somewhere, so they might as well do it here. I've actually had to use I haven't had to use this bank, but Ash had to use this bank once when we drove out here, and the people seemed pretty friendly. They cashed a check for her right before they closed, and I guess they weren't supposed to, but they were really nice about it. So walking down here, we're gonna go down a little ways, see what else this place has to offer. I've been out to Newark Valley quite a few times. I don't particularly put it on my to-do list of places to explore, but it's a nice little village, within Tioga County, kind of like Owego, but has less to offer, I guess you could say. Beautiful scenery, nice houses, plenty of history. Definitely, if I wasn't so enamored with the benefits of Owego, I would probably consider this place a location to move to. But alas, I like Owego more than I do anywhere else. So it looks like here is where we're going to stay. Coming up on my left, it looks like we have a liquor store. We have the Village Wine and Spirits. Didn't know that Newark Valley had a liquor store. That's probably why everybody drinks out here. Let's see. Got a nice little house there. Don't like the color of it though. It's kind of blah. Oh, let's see. There you go. We got a couple over here. I like the coloring of this house though. White and red. It's a nice one. This one's beautiful. I like that little circular porch that they got. Not particular on the color, unfortunately, but it's definitely a wrap. I wouldn't say it's a wraparound porch, but it is definitely a very large porch. Coming up here on my right, we have, I'm guessing this is the rectory, but we have the Newark Valley United Church of Christ. This is the chapel, Bernice Davenport Chapel. Doesn't look like it's been used in a while. And then of course we have the church itself. Very, very historic. And obviously it's got a beautiful stained glass window. It looks like one of them, it looks like one panel is missing. And it looks like the other 6 need to be colored in. And then at the top up there, it's got the stained glass windows, which are really cool. Not sure how far down I want to go, but I'm gonna try and make this video a pretty good one. Got another house over here. Definitely don't like that color. I'm not a fan of green for some reason. Especially not that shade of green. It's just not. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a second. Somebody had music playing, and obviously YouTube doesn't like copyright infringement. There's a little creek over there that I didn't even notice every time I drove out here, but that actually looks like an apartment building. It's nice though. The creek's pretty. Dried up, but you know, that kind of happens when it's like extremely hot all the time. We got a little business over here called Concepts to Customs. They do JD headlights, remote car starters, neon and LED lighting, video game accessories. So it looks like their village tech place, I guess you could call it. You got the Mill Street Road signs. I guess the village mechanic. Got a pretty old building that looked like it's seen better days. Somebody's got a little table set up with stuff that I'm guessing is for free, but obviously I don't need any of it. And you got this nice house right here. I mean, it looks halfway decent. I'm wondering if that's actually a whole house or if it's an apartment. I'm guessing it's a whole house just by the look of it. It's got a lot of plants out front. A lot of bushes that need some taking care of. And this house looks pretty old. You can tell by the fact that it's still got the split door in the center. Those are more like early 1900s style doors. I think we're gonna walk a little bit further down, and then we're gonna turn back around, go down the other side, walk a little ways, and then go back to the car. It's already been 10 minutes, so we're doing quite well. Coming up on the corner of Main Street and Ruey Ave, not Dewey, not Huey, Ruey Ave, R-E-W-E-Y. Rude name for a street, but as I talked about in one of my previous videos, throughout New York State, they do this thing where they, I guess you could say they dedicate certain areas to historical figures that either lived in the area or were, how do I say, they were beneficial in the popularity of the area. So maybe it's named after somebody. I don't know. I can't say I know a lot about the history of Newark Valley. I do know that it used to be a logging town, and it used to, it used to be a lot more popular than it was, or than it is, I should say. Not much anymore. Doesn't look like there's anything else down this side. So we are going to cross the street, go back down the other side, and see if we can find some more fun stuff. Over here we have the local food pantry attached to the United Methodist Church of Newark Valley. Pretty nice. I like that steeple at the top. It's actually got one of those weather things, weather vanes up at the top of it. Can't imagine how it got up there, but I'll give you one guess in the count. They got a little free library. Doesn't look like there's anything in there that I'd ever want. I didn't realize that Newark Valley had 2 churches. I think it has more than that though. First Methodist Church of Newark Valley, 1884. It's almost 150 years. It's not bad. Almost 150 years old. I noticed that a lot of these, like, what would I call them? Singular houses. I noticed a lot of them have very wide yards, and a lot of them also have ginormous backyards, which that's probably a bad thing, especially if you have kids. But it's nice. I like it. It's pretty quiet. I mean, you are on the main, out here you're on the main road, so you kind of obviously hear the coming and going of traffic, but other than that, it sounds pretty quiet. Oh my gosh, somebody's got a peach tree. Look at that. Those are peaches growing on that tree right there. That is cool AF. I don't think I've ever seen a peach tree up close, but that is cool. That is very cool. Unless I'm wrong and they're apples, but I'm pretty sure they're peaches. I feel like you got a lot of antiquity out here, just like most of the towns in Cuyahoga County, just because, being as it's a further town, you know, out north, it's more than likely, you know, easier to, well, I wouldn't say easier to get to, but it's not as populated, but it's kind of a gateway to other places. Hi, Papa. Give you guys a quick Well, at least this side's got a little bit of water to it, but not a whole lot. Definitely wouldn't swim in it though. Definitely wouldn't swim in it. I wanted to point out to you guys something unique that that Newark Valley has. In my last few videos, I pointed out that they have banners, I guess you could call them, recognizing former armed forces members. Newark Valley doesn't have that. They have landmarks, and they say Northern Tioga County and then list the name of a business. This one is Winged Visions, and then there's another one up ahead that says Buff Daisy Fitness, and then another one after that says NBT Bank. I'm not sure why they're only on this side of the road, but I think that's pretty cool. If you're not from the area and it's you don't come here often or you've never been here, you can drive through here and you can see like some of the places that Newark Valley has to offer. And speaking of places to offer, we have a place here called Lambert's Attic, which is basically their one-stop shop. Obviously they closed today. Not sure. They have fall and winter hours. I don't think they're in effect yet, but they've got, they are closed today. I'm not sure. Is this General Country Store? It looks like they've got like antiques and stuff. Apparently they're also a propane filling station, which is pretty cool. Not the type of thing I'd expect to find in Newark Valley. And I bet you, if I did some research, I could actually find something historic about that place. And speaking of historic, we have another building over here right next to it, which I believe is the former location of the Marabido gas station, which actually moved down the street. I'm not sure why it moved from this location to that one, but this one looks like it has been used in quite some time. It's posted for sale and for rent, so they're trying to sell it, I guess you could say. But I've lived out here, it'll be 5 years in November. I've been coming out here since I got a car, and I've never seen any activity over there. So hopefully they can get it sold and get some life into a desolate building, I guess you could say. And speaking of desolate buildings, we have this place over here that looks extremely historic, known as, I don't think this is actually what it is, but it says McElwain Engineering. It looks like, I don't even know what to think it would look like, but it looks pretty historic. I mean, it's got a sign on it that says lawful concealed carry permitted on premises, but I'm not even sure what it would be. It looks like a museum. That's what I think. I love the windows. The windows look very beautiful. Maybe they're fixing it up for something. This is a very strange area. It's a one-way street, and it literally goes nowhere except for by the park. The little tiny park in the village, which I like because they got a couple benches. They got a gazebo where you can sit if you happen to be walking around. They've got one house on this whole stretch, which I find funny. This is called Park Street. You have the Newark Valley post office, which also I kind of figured that, but it used to be the Union Free School and Academy. I'm guessing it is also it's not the Historical Society. We'll get to that in a second, but apparently this used to be a school, which is cool. I love old schools being turned into something useful, just because what else can you turn them into other than apartment buildings? I guess this is also the Village of Newark Valley offices. It's got the ambulance squad in the back, and it's also got, I guess it's got like a couple of the community, areas also out back. Now, this road here is called Newark Valley Main Highway, and I only know that because the last time I came out here, I actually went down this road, and I found out, excuse me, that it comes out on the other side, like in the middle of the town of Maine, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to go back this way to go back towards Vestal to get Ash this afternoon, so it'll be nice to go down that way again. Right over here we have the Tappan Spalding Memorial Library, and obviously they're closed today because I've never seen a library open on Sunday, but they have a plaque up on the corner that says been placed on the National Register of Historic Places, erected in 1908. I have been in here. Sorry guys, probably want to see it. Look at this beautiful architecture. This looks like an old train station, which would not surprise me at all, but I've been in here once, and it was about 2 or 3 years ago, when I think it was the first time I came out here to Newark Valley. I had stopped here just to look around, just because, I love libraries, and I'm very sad that I don't get to them very often. Over here they got a little bell, and it says, erected by the Village of Newark Valley in honor of those who served our country in all its wars. The tablet was placed 1929, so almost 100 years ago, and that's quite historic. Very, very historic. Let's see, what else do we got? We got what looks like the only gas station on this side of town, the Morabito of Newark Valley. It's nice that they have a gas, because where else are you going to get gas coming between here and all the other areas of, I guess you could say, the world? Trying to think. Oh, let's see what we got over here. Cover everything on that side when we come back down. Luckily, there's not much going up this way before you get out of the village, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. Up here on the right, we have a place called Studio 34, which, if the place is still in business, honestly doesn't look like it is, but they have a full-service hair and nail salon, and they also have a cosmetologist, stylist, makeup, and waxing. Okay, pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know if it's still in business or not, but It's nice. Very, very nice. Let's see what we got over here. We got what looks like to be another grocery store. So I'm pretty sure this is the Village grocery store. I guess it's Sure Fine Foods, which is nice because even though it is a village, I mean, you have about 700 or 800 residents, so you kind of need somewhere for them to go shopping. And it seems like places like Newark Valley are extremely lacking in places to shop. So I'm glad that they got this place, at least for something for the people in the village. And I've actually seen like 2 people walking. So that the people in the village, they walk around just in case they don't want to drive. Over here on the right, I wouldn't say shocking to see in the village, is the Family Dollar. Another quick, convenient place for people to go if they need to get groceries. Which is very nice because, like I said, villages like this normally are lacking on places to actually go grocery shopping. So it's nice to have somewhere for them to go. Believe it or not, coming up here, we are actually getting out of the village, which, like I said, the village itself is not that big. You got a couple things out that way. I think right up probably like 500 feet in front of me is another restaurant. I can't remember what that one is called, but I know that it is extremely popular. The one time that I came out here, they actually had a lot of people outside or like in the parking lot, so I know they get a lot of business. If I ever do figure out the name of it, I will probably put it on my to-do list of places that I need to go eat at. Just because, I mean, it's for me, it would be a new place, but it's definitely not new to the area, so. I like it. I like going to places I've never been, trying out their food, seeing if it's actually any good, and then recommending them to other people. So crossing the street and heading back, we have the local ice cream place, aptly named Newark Valley Ice Cream. It looks like they are closed today, but they also have a sign out front that says "Sold Out, Thank You." The ice cream places are getting ready to close for the year, but I'm not sure if this one will be opening back up. Being as I don't live out here, I would not know that, so it's my guess is as good as anybody else's. Over here we have, I guess you could call it, the other local restaurant in Newark Valley, which is also surprising because for a village so small, you wouldn't think it had a restaurant, but it does. This is Fortunato's Pizza and More. They add restaurant, takeout, and ice cream, but they have a big, huge sign on their front, the front of the building that says we will be closed for a vacation August 19th through September 2nd. Which means they don't come back until September 3rd, the day before the kids go back to school. I guess it makes sense because you need a vacation too. And maybe they are getting their kids, if they have any, ready for school, or they are just taking some well-needed time off. I definitely like to try out that place because obviously I like pizza. And as I just mentioned, I like trying new to me places. And then if I like it or don't like it, I could say to somebody, well, you should try this place or don't go to this place, da da da. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Maybe this coming weekend, if I have the money, I'll drive out here and unless I actually I already have plans this weekend, so maybe not. But it doesn't hurt to put it on the to-do list. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, and if it does, well, sorry to hear that, but maybe check it out sometime. Let's see, we got a seemingly abandoned apartment that's kind of in need of some fixing, it looks like. And then over here we have a Progressive Insurance Agency. Very nice. And then Allstate. Obviously they're closed today. Frost, Klossner, Swan. And Northern Tioga Family Care Center. Okay. I know where that is. That's down the road there. Got a little garage over here. Honestly, not sure the name of it, but obviously there's a registered motor vehicle repair shop, DOT tag, and it says DDM, Direct Driven Motorsports. They are closed Saturday and Sunday, and they're open 8 to 5. So I'm guessing this is your local auto parts store. I don't know. They look like they got diesel fuel and stuff like that. Basically automotive shop. So unfortunately, we have gotten back to the car, and that is pretty much the end of the video today. Before we end it, I will tell you guys that down this road right here, there is the elementary school, Nathan T. Hall Elementary School, and I believe the Newark Valley Middle School. I have actually been to both of those, and I think it was the first time that I came out here. It was actually a crisp night. It wasn't cold by any means, but it was a little bit, I would say it was a little bit, well, no, it wasn't even cold, but it wasn't hot. It was nice, to say the least. But the first night that I came out here, I actually walked around the school. I saw a couple people walking with their kids and grandkids. And I also saw, some people running around in the park. The elementary school actually has a playground or two next to it. So it's very nice, that you have, I guess you could say, so much to do in such a small area. But for the most part, I mean, this time of year, I guess Newark Valley has a couple festivals during the summer, none of which I've ever been to, but I'll probably put it on my to-do list at some point. But I guess that's all I got for you guys today. Next week, I might resume my normal schedule. Granted, things go well the rest of the week, and I will probably go to my next location, weather permitting, of course, also, because I will have Little Man back. And hopefully after that, I can continue with my normal schedule until it starts getting colder. I still do not have I guess you could say, a definitive timeline for the ending of my video, or not my videos, but the ending of, the regular series until next spring. But when it does come, I will definitely let you guys know. So with that being said, stay tuned for the next broadcast.